guys, my name is John Moshiri. I'm a career coach. Today I want to give you some tips and tricks that you can do to increase your chances of getting callbacks. I get so many inboxes, people telling me that they've been applying for jobs for such a long time and they're not getting any feedback, no regret emails, just like basically no communication at all. So what are some of the things that you can do to increase your chances of getting callbacks and subsequently getting interviews? I'll give you 5 tips and tricks, but none of this is going to work if you've not done this one thing. And the first thing I want to say is you need to think about your career. Think about what your strengths, your skills and your passions are. What have what has your work experience been like? Map out your career. It's not going to matter if you have the best CV, the best cover letter, the best LinkedIn profile in the world, but you're not sure about your passion and your purpose and and your value proposition. Like, what will you be giving your employer? So the first and most important thing is think about your career, map it out, think about what your strengths, your skills and your passions are, and be sure about that. The next thing is you need to revamp your LinkedIn, your cover letter and your CV. I know I have said this 1,000,001 times and I keep saying it. You're not going to get any callbacks if you have a poor CV, if you have a poor cover letter, and if you have a poor LinkedIn profile. Most of the times what you normally do is you think about revamping your CV at that point when somebody has told you, Grace, send me your CV. That's when you're running and you want to change this and that on your CV. It's not going to work. Revamp your CV, your cover letter and your LinkedIn profile way before time. Just have them ready, because those are the things that are going to land you an interview. The other thing is you need to apply from sites that are legit. So you're looking at sites like Summit Recruitment or Corporate Staffing or LinkedIn or Glassdoor. There are so many scams. There are so many people who are not legit. The people are going to ask you for money, so that like you get a job. The people are going to ask for favors. Don't sleep with anyone to get a job. Don't pay anyone to get a job. Don't do anything that is going to compromise your integrity. Just follow the right procedure. Go to sites that are legit and make your applications there. The other thing, and this is so important, and I think I did, if you can, if you follow me on Instagram, I normally do some live videos. We did a video some time back. You can go and check it out on the importance of networking and how it's relevant in your job search. Networking is so important. It's probably more important than even sending out applications, because sending out applications is what we've been doing for for ages. Networking is important because people give people they know jobs. You need to network with recruiters. You need to ask your friends and your relatives and all your cousins, in your place of work, are they recruiting? Are there any open jobs? Can you refer me? In fact, there are organizations that will reward their employees for referring people. So you want to network. You want to tell everybody and anyone that you're applying for a job. If they hear of something, they can tell you. Networking is so important because it reduces the time that your CV is going to land in front of a recruiter or a hiring manager. Because if, for example, I submit your CV to a hiring manager and say I know this person and they are good at what they do, and COVID happened and they lost their jobs, please consider the application, that is going to hold some weight. So you want to use your network to your advantage. The other thing is, and this is especially for roles that that you're really passionate about. Of course, we normally get many jobs to apply to, but there are some you read and you're like, oh my goodness, this is it. Like, I really want this job. Take your time in filling out the application. Don't rush over it. Don't apply for a job with a CV that is not up to standard. Don't do like a hasty application. Take your time. Set some time apart and take your time to fill out the application. Some applications are very long, like the UN applications, some NGOs and even some organizations. You have to give in so many things, like what are your strengths, what have been your key achievements and things like those. But don't be lazy. Take your time, give your all and give a good application. And last but not least, you will not get any callbacks if you don't send out applications. And I'm not saying you wake up and one day and just send applications to all kinds of jobs. No, as I said, first think about what your your strengths, your skills, and your passions are. Have a good CV, cover letter, and LinkedIn profile, network, do all these things. But then at the end of the day, you need to send out applications. It can be tiring, it can be draining. You can feel there's nothing that's forthcoming, but encourage yourself and keep sending out applications. That's all that I had for today. I hope this video has been beneficial. Thank you, and see you next time.